Hi, I'm Janine Galashaw, and today I will be talking about a situation pertaining to a relationship of a U.S. woman and her boyfriend, fiance, that resides in Nigeria. During one of their phone conversations, he seemed to be very distracted with short responses. So she immediately thought that it was something that involved their relationship, which later she found out that it wasn't, that it was stress related to just work and taking care of his family responsibilities. So, this situation highlights the important roles of context, emotions, and listening in relationships. In this blog, I will explain how understanding a person's background and circumstances can improve communication, how emotions can influence our perceptions, and how active listening can help prevent misunderstandings. I will also provide recommendations for expressing emotions effectively and strengthening communication in long distance relationships. One of the first or the most important lessons from interpersonal communication is that context matters. Context includes a person's background, personality, worldviews, cultures, and current circumstances. In this situation, she interpreted the boyfriend's behavior without fully understanding the context that was surrounding it. Because the relationship is a long distance relationship and involves individuals from two different countries and two different cultures, there are many differences in communication styles and expectations. Also, work demands, family obligations, and different times can affect how often we communicate on any given day. According to McCormick and Morrison, effective interpersonal communication requires understanding the circumstances that influences a person's behavior and communication choices. Before assuming that one's actions are directed at us, it is important for us to understand or consider the other factors that may be affecting them. Also, emotions play a significant role in this situation. When the woman noticed that the boyfriend seemed distant, she immediately felt worried. She thought that everything was related or had something to do with their relationship, which led her to assume the worst before even finding out everything that she needed to know to make the right assumption. Many people experience emotional reactions before they have all the information. Fear, insecurity, frustrations, anxieties can cause individuals to make assumptions that are not accurate. So instead of responding basically solely on the emotion, it's important to pause and evaluate the situation objectively. One helpful strategy is to express feelings using the I statements. For example, instead of saying, "You seem like you don't care about me," a person could personally just say, "Is I feel concerned about the way we are communicating and the things that how we're communicating right now in our relationship." This approach allows emotions to be expressed without placing blame on the other person. Active listening is one of the most effective ways to improve communication and avoid misunderstandings. Active listening involves giving full attention to the speaker, asking questions, and seeking clarification before drawing conclusions. In this situation, active listening could have helped the woman better understand what her boyfriend was experiencing, rather than assuming his behavior was related to the relationship. She could have asked open-ended questions such as, "You seem tired today. Is everything okay? Or would you like to talk about whatever is going on?" So, according to Ames, Mason, and Brockner, effective listening helps strengthen relationships because it increases understanding and makes individuals feel valued and respected. When people feel heard, they are more likely to share their thoughts and emotions very openly. So, the recommendations that I have are: first, avoid making assumptions when communication seems different than usual. Consider the context before jumping to conclusions. Second, communicate emotions honestly and respectfully. Use the I statement to express feelings without accusing. Third, Practice active listening by asking questions and focusing on understanding rather than responding immediately. Fourth, recognize that long distance relationships require extra patience and intentional communication. Finally, show empathy. Remember that everyone experiences stress and challenges and difficult days. So, demonstrating understanding can strengthen trust and emotional connection. So, in my conclusion, this situation demonstrates how context, emotion, and listening influence communication in relationships. The misunderstanding occurred because an assumption was made. Emotions shape perception, while active listening could help prevent confusion. Healthy relationships require empathy, emotional awareness, and effective listening skills. By considering a person's circumstances, expressing emotionally, respectfully, listening carefully, individuals can strengthen their trust and improve communications. Thank you.